Ukrainian farmers remain hard at work as Russia's war rages on around them. That's crucial as Ukraine is a major supplier of grains, cooking oils, and other food items to the rest of the world. But both producing food and getting it to the rest of the world is becoming increasingly difficult for Ukraine. Some farmers fear it will soon be impossible.
Farmer Serhiy Vanyuk helps with the birth of a calf, an animal that will need to be fed. Despite the war, this farm west of Kyiv is still operational. And to ensure the supply of food, farmers are now allowed to continue working on their farms and don't have to fight in the war. But one of the main problems for farmers is that they can't export most of their harvest, as they usually do. That means no money coming in for sowing new crops. That's almost 500 tons of grain behind me. We have a lot of problems. The seaports we need to export our grain are closed. No transactions are taking place. We're not selling any grain, but we still have to invest to keep working, and we have a great lack of liquidity. Exports can only leave the country by truck or rail now. That's much more expensive and will probably be impossible soon. It's going to hit poorer countries in North Africa and the Middle East especially hard. Food prices are already skyrocketing worldwide.
Roman Slaston is the Director General of the Ukrainian Agribusiness Club Association. He joins us from central Ukraine. Thank you so much for being here. So could you just give us a sense of what the situation is like on the ground right now for farmers in Ukraine?
Hello. So for farmers, of course, it's a difficult time as well, because especially for those who are on the occupied territories right now, or where the active battles are going on, they are not able to do their job properly, to do the field works, and also to take care of animals, of cows, pigs and chickens, so every animal should get some feed at least twice a day, yeah, and milking cows. If you do not milk cow, there is obvious health issues, and animals will sooner or later just die, So that's a very big issue for the livestock farmers in those areas which are occupied. For those who are still in the western part and central part of Ukraine, they are busy with providing food for army, but also for the cities which are in blockade, which need the food. So they give for free some part of the stocks which they have, or production which they have. So milk for free and other stuff, That's one point. Another point, that they are busy with repairs of machinery, with military machinery as well. You probably also already seen some videos and photos where Ukrainian farmers with tractors just tow the military machinery to their repair houses. Yeah, and also many of them, they took weapons in their arms and went to defend the country. So that's basically the situation. Most of farmers, they hope to still seed they fields, and roughly we assess that at least 70% of the area which usually was seed in the spring will be seeded this year.
Okay,
Of course,
so
we take yeah.
well, just given that Ukraine is such a major exporter of food to the rest of the world, what are the risks here? We've heard some from the UN, from the EU, warning of global famine. Do you think that is a major concern?
Yes, that's a big concern, because last year we had a harvest of more than 80 million tons of grains, and out of that 80 million tons, we intended to export 60 million tons. So we are a pretty big player on the global trade of grains. We are number 4 for wheat, number 4 for corn, and for barley, number 3 in the world compared to other countries. So that's basically like 15% of the total global trade. Now our seaports are blocked fully. So Russians shoot into merchant vessels. They already sank 3 or 4 merchant vessels, foreign merchant vessels in our seaports. And we can export only via railway and trucks through the western border. So, but we are limited with that routes, and we can export like 15 to 20% of what was exported before. As months as before the start of the war, we usually exported 5 million tons per month. Now, with possibility to export via railway, we have like 600,000 tons, probably 1 million ton, but not more at the moment. And that's a big issue for the global trade, I think, for sure. And of course, for our farmers, because they have stocks and can't sell the grain to buy the inputs which they need to have seeding, like seeds, pesticides, and so on.
Roman Seston, unfortunately, we're out of time, so we're going to have to leave that there. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.